Hello, everyone. Module 7. We're here 64% of the way done with this course. It was great to still be talking to all you this week and talking about the projects or just checking in on what you've already created. And as a reminder, I've got here, remember the collaborations tab that's on the left-hand menu of Canvas. You can find the different projects. It will only show under yours which project you're part of, but that collaboration document at the very top, as you'll see, it has the Zoom link to the meeting that we had. So if you're like, what am I supposed to do for this project? Or if you need to go back, because I know some of yours are very tech heavy, like if you're in media archiving, remember that Zoom link will take you to it. So it goes step by step of what you need to do. Also, if you did not make the meeting, this is what you want to go to, right? It's on you. Look through this, read through the project, watch that Zoom link. And then if you have any questions, email me. We can talk through it. We can talk about your project, but do that first as a first step so you know exactly what you're doing. All right. This module has been so great. So this is the perusal document that I know some of you are still working through, but with your emotional reactions to the different sentences and the different phrases, it has been so entertaining and interesting to read through as these comments are coming through. Certain links or certain sentences that have one emotional response, other ones have 29 emotional responses. And it's kind of like a heat map for this article. And we're going to use perusal again in this class because this is a really great way for us all to continuously collaborate together. So that's been really great. Also, your videos that you made for the preheat about words you never want to hear, fascinating. I'm going to keep commenting on those and going through those. But I will tell you, everybody, don't ever use the word sure, okay, or whatever in a text message because nobody seems to like it at all. So that's what we can also learn from this class. The different ways, the etiquette of texting when talking to people. All right, so let's get into your module for this week. So as I said, we're into module 7 right now, and you're going to see it's a very similar structure, right? The spine is always the same for each of them. So your preheat is we are going to start looking at this idea of where there are two entities that you wish were connected together, but totally aren't connected together. And we're going to think about and imagine, all right, what is a digital platform that would easily link those two organizations, entity, etc., together so they could communicate and everything would be more efficient. All right, so that's going to be your kind of like dare to dream, your preheat. All right, then we're going to go into the overview. Like I said, you're 64% done with this course. Also, the light at the end of the digital tunnel is now that you have your community projects, the modules are going to get much lighter, right? So it's a fact of they may not have a knowledge check. The activities will be a little bit lighter because I really want you to focus in on that community project. Because remember that the 28th, all of you have something due on March 28th. All right. So this one, you're going to be going through the best practices document, which you will see in the next one for media links. So you're going to go into our best practices document, and now we're going to start synthesizing the information. All right, so you're going to read all through it, and then you're going to take notes on these 3 questions. This is just going to be in your regular notebook, but you're going to need them for the activity you do for this module. All right, and then you've got 2 readings. We're looking at this idea of community journalism and also where solution journalism, where the idea of bringing groups together that supposedly don't link together. The one we're looking at is conservatives and liberals, and they did a study in Germany where they digitally connected them together in order to meet, etc. And so we're going to start looking at, did these digital platforms work in regard to having maybe hostility between the groups, or how did they collaborate together? All right, so that's going to be the focus for the readings. There's no knowledge check because your media links in the discussion post, that is going to be your knowledge check, and then we're going to save it for your activity, which is going to come next after the announcement page, which obviously you've already been there because you're watching this announcement. All right, so we're going to get into best practices and solutions. So the part 1 of this post is you're going to do a best practices synthesis. All right, you're going to look at that and look at your notes that you did from our best practices documents, and you're going to make sure to address 2 points, right? Why did you choose blank as the best practice? Tell me what you chose as your best practice and why you chose that, right? Based off of everybody's information and all your notes you took, What would you choose as the best practice? And then why did you choose that? All right, I've got an example for you if you want to follow along. Then the solution-based digital projects with application. You're going to look at what was effective and non-effective, right? In order to like kind of break down how do we actually use digital platforms in a way that has some sort of effect or has some sort of outcome that really works. All right. And then there's going to be a connection with the COVID Act Now and your observations. Remember, you took notes on COVID Act Now in, I think, module 5. All right. And so now you're going to pull that in with the clicking the map assignment where you put all your notes, and then you're going to have a part 3 for this post. All right. So your activity is going to be solely on your own this week, and you're going to have a 3-part discussion post. As always, then, if you have any questions, you can put them on discussion board, and I will get to those. Other than that, be working on your community project, and I will see you all next week. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye, everybody.